Welcome back, everybody, to another great Deadly 100 workout. We're doing chest and back today, and if you're new to Dollar Workout Club, welcome. My name is Lynn, and since I'm wearing green, I'm going to be showing you the beginner modifications to the exercise moves today. Natalie is wearing yellow, which means she's going to show you the intermediate level, and Drew is wearing red today, which means he's going to show you the advanced version of the exercise moves we're doing today. If you've been a member a while and know how to do these exercises, you can go ahead and fast forward to the warm-up and get right into it. Natalie's going to help by showing both the green and yellow version while I explain each of the exercise moves. So the first move we're going to be doing in this exercise is high knees. At a green level, we want to keep it low impact, so instead of jumping, you're simply going to raise each knee as high as you can. You can see she has her arms placed in front of her to try to remind herself to lift that knee high. Each lift is one, so 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now at yellow and red, they're gonna be jumping, lifting those knees as high as they can. And there won't be too much of a difference aside from maybe yellow will be going at a slower pace. The next move we're doing are Supermans. Now this is a difficult move and we are doing 90 of them. I don't want anyone to get scared. We're all doing the exact same thing. But at a green version, you probably will be lifting up a little bit smaller movements. So let me show you that. So you'll have your arms extended, your legs extended, and with a Superman, you're gonna lift both your legs and your arms at the same time up in the air as high as you can go. At a green version, that might be a very small movement, and lifting up and then down is 1 rep. At yellow and red, you're gonna be lifting much higher, as you can see they're doing here, and you probably will be going a little bit faster than at the green level.
Yeah, it really helps if you kind of squeeze your glutes when you're lifting your legs up too.
It does, it makes a big difference. Think of squeezing by those glutes and the hamstrings and lifting up. So the next move we're doing are single arm bent over rows. What we're gonna do is you're gonna have your feet together, your knees slightly bent, you're gonna stick out your butt and hinge over so your back is flat, and you're gonna have the weights face down in front of you, your palms facing towards each other. And then you're gonna go ahead and bring one of your arms up, squeezing at the top of that rep in between your shoulder blades. Now, we're gonna be doing a certain number of reps on each side, and you can either alternate each rep, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can do a certain number of reps on one side and then alternate to the other. That's going to be up to your preference, going at your own pace. The next move we're doing are single arm chest flies. Now everyone's doing the same thing. Everyone's doing the same level on the last one. I may not have clarified that. The only difference is going to be the weight you're using. So for beginners, I'm going to be using soup cans, something lighter. So you'll just scale up based on your level. Same for this move. Everyone's doing the same thing, just choosing a heavy enough weight for themselves. You're going to lay on your back flat. You're going to have your weights straight up in front of your body. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and hinging a little bit at the elbow. You're going to bring one of those weights down to the side, keeping it level so you can see like straight across your body as though you're forming a T. Now you're only going to do one arm at a time, and again you can alternate it however you want. So this is called a single arm chest fly. If you want, you can keep the weights up like you see Drew doing, or if you have a really heavy weight and it's getting fatigued lifting them both up, you can do what Natalie's doing, which is bringing one arm down and one arm up.
Yeah. Make sure you're going a little bit slow in that movement because you want it to be controlled. Otherwise you can hit you don't want to hit your hand on the ground.
Yeah, and you are going to bring that arm all the way to the ground and all the way back up, making sure that you're keeping it so it's at about the level of a T if you were to put your arms out. All right, the next move we're going to be doing are push-ups. At a green version, you're going to want to do these against the wall. You're going to take a couple steps back, come up on your toes, and you're going to have your arms straight out in front of you, a little wider than shoulder width apart. You're then going to bend at the elbows, bringing your face as close to the wall as you can, pressing back up through the palms of your hands while keeping your back flat throughout that movement. The further you are back from the wall, the harder this move's going to be, and you'll notice if you step closer to the wall, the easier it'll be. Yellow and red are going to do the exact same move. The only difference is yellow is going to be on their knees and red on their feet. You're going to go ahead and hold your body up, and again, your arms are a little bit over shoulder width apart. Your back is flat, your butt is down. You're going to hinge at the elbows and come chest to ground, and then push your body weight all the way back up while staying in good form right there. The next move we're doing are burpees. Now, at a green version, you're gonna want a chair, or if you have a ledge nearby or a countertop even works, you're gonna place your arms directly, firmly below your shoulders, and then you're gonna be stepping back, stepping forward, and reaching up in the air if you're doing a green version, just like you see Natalie doing here. For yellow, you're gonna be using something elevated as well. The lower it's to the ground, the harder it's gonna be. And you're gonna be jumping your feet back, forward and then jumping up in the air, just like you see her doing here. The further you jump back, the harder it will be. Red is gonna be making the most difficult move where you go ahead and kick your feet back, chest comes to ground, you kick your feet up, and then you jump in the air, just like you see him doing there. He's only gonna do one.
You saw me do a lot of them yesterday.
Because you did a lot yesterday. All right, I'm gonna actually move this out of the shot because I'm not gonna need it till the very end. Make sure you have your weights handy, you guys. All right, you guys, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is start with a warm-up. Natalie and I are gonna do this warm-up. Make sure you warm up with us, and while we're doing that, Drew's gonna explain the structure of the workout for us today.
Yep. All right, you guys, so just like yesterday, we're starting out with 100 reps, working our way back down to 10 reps, and then we're done. So it's you versus you here. We're gonna do 100 high knees, 90 Supermans, 80 high knees, 70 single arm dumbbell rows, 60 high knees, 50 single arm chest flies, 40 high knees, 30 push-ups, 20 high knees, 10 burpees. Hopefully you memorize that because you're gonna need to know it. Just kidding. You don't need to memorize any of that because it'll be up on the screen for you to follow along. But that's the structure of the workout. So you go at your own pace, definitely push yourself, but quality reps here. Okay, no half reps. Even though we are going for time, you definitely want to push yourself here. You definitely want to have quality form on each rep so you don't hurt yourself and you get the most out of this workout as possible. So looks like we're pretty much warmed up. We're going to go ahead and get started in a few seconds here.
All right, make sure you have a couple weights nearby, your water bottles. We're going to get started in just a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, high knees. Now, a good thing to remember, you guys, is we are all going to be going at our own pace, and we like to remind you throughout this week, this is you versus you. So do not get discouraged if you're going at a slower pace than we are. Just focus on your reps. If it helps, count them out loud and keep track. All right. Make sure you're really getting those knees up as high as they can go. Now, for me, what helps is I notice with my pace and cadence that I'm doing about 1 a second. And so to make it a little easier for counting, I just realized that's 100 seconds, so 1.5 minutes. So if you want to go ahead and do that and do high knees till about 1.5 minutes, you can do that instead. It might make it a little bit easier for yourself. Nice job.
Sorry, Yellow. My headset fell off there.
All right, focus on every rep counts. I know when we start off at the 100, it is hard. Good job, you guys. Breathing through.
Good job, guys. I need to do about 20 and rest for a second. If these are hard for you, some people tell us that it hurts their ribs to do these. You can actually go up onto all fours if you need to and do the same thing. It's a little bit harder that way, but you can do it.
Yeah, this is a very hard movement, you guys. Don't get discouraged. At the green level, it's going to be really small movements. Barely lifting those arms and legs. If you can lift it higher, great. But most people, as we're beginning, this is a difficult move. So even lifting up a couple inches can be hard. So keep track of where you're at. It's okay if you need to take a break in between every rep or every few reps. I actually like to rest, even if just for a split second, at the bottom of every single one. Nice job. And then I'm breaking them up kind of in sets of 10, taking a little bit of a longer break after 10 reps and continuing on.
Oh, man, those are hard.
It really helps a lot to squeeze your glutes, your butt cheeks when you do these.
Here we go.
Nice job. Break it up like you need to, and like Natalie said, if it's helpful, you can go ahead and do these on all fours instead of on the ground. And honestly, at a beginner, when you're doing these, if you need to break these up even more, or if you really get to the point of complete failure where you don't really feel like you can do any more, then that's okay. Just go on to the next move. You know, you can take as many breaks as you need, or you can really move on. Don't want you to feel like you have to hurt yourself. Sometimes we reach failure, and we need to just move on to the next thing.
All right. It's a good cardio workout, too. All right. Single arm rows. I'm going to do 35 on each side, and then I'll switch.
Nice job. I'm about halfway through. Remember, every rep counts. Quality over quantity. Take as many breaks as you need.
Don't let those knees drop as you get tired. Make sure you try. That's why I like to put my hands here as a reminder. Keep my my knees high. Hence the word high knees.
Nice job, you guys. Breathing through. As you can see, I'm going at a much slower pace than Natalie and Drew, and that's okay. This is you versus you. Focus on where you're at, quality form, counting your reps. If it helps, you can even mute us and blare up the music and just focus on the reps that are on the screen.
These are quality reps here. You're not just swinging your arm up and down on these.
Yep.
Squeeze that lat at the top, come down to full extension, and pull.
You want to keep that weight close to your body as you pull it up. I'm doing 10 per side. You can break it up however you want.
Woo!
Remember, we're doing 70. Good job, guys. You notice that on these kind of workouts, we don't talk quite as much. And that's because we're trying to keep counting our heads, too. We don't have a whole team of counters behind the camera.
Ooh.
It's all
I
us.
wish someone was counting all my reps for me.
I wish somebody was doing their reps for me.
Nice job, you guys. Really pick up that pace, move that body.
And that reminded me of a funny story. When I was in college, I ran track and cross country, and I was a distance runner. So we'd run a 10K on the track, which was 25 laps. And there were so many, I mean, every race pretty much, you'd lose track of where you were. And so at the good races, they'd have people there, and each person at the start line was assigned to, like, you know, 1 or 2 runners each. And they would tell us, okay, you're on lap 12, you're on lap 13.
That's amazing.
Because then it would help you keep track of your pace. Because you know what it's like when we're doing these workouts.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just lose track.
Yep. Sometimes we zone out. It happens, you guys. If you find that you lost track of your reps or zoned out, add in a few reps. It's not going to hurt. Honestly, if you end up working out 1 extra minute, it's not going to kill you. I know it might feel like it, but it's not. So make sure that you just do the best you can. Keep moving that body. Hopefully you're counting your reps out loud, or maybe your kids are trying to help you count. That could be dangerous.
Make sure on these chest flies, you really squeeze that chest muscle as you bring your arm in to the middle. Make sure you keep the arm slightly bent as you come down. Really use that chest muscle to squeeze as you bring it back in.
Oh, we're doing 50
like
of
this.
these. 25 per arm.
Now, I'm a little bit behind these guys, and you guys might be a little bit behind me. Again, just focus on where you're at. But if you're on these single arm rows, the key for this is really to make sure your back is flat and not hunched over. So keep that core strong, sticking out your glutes, sticking out your buns. And keep that back flat and really squeeze that shoulder blade at the top. Now you can break this up however you want. I'm gonna go ahead and be breaking up in sets of 10. But again, you can do a few reps on each side if that's a little easier for you.
Good job, guys. We're almost 7 minutes in.
And then you may notice every once in a while you either need to put the weight down or come back up, because just holding yourself in this position can be difficult.
Good job, guys. I'm almost halfway done with these flies. You want to make sure that you have a tiny bend in your elbow, but you don't want your arms completely bent like this. You want it to be a fly movement where your arm is pretty straight. Not completely locked out because you could hurt your elbow, but almost all the way straight.
You guys are doing awesome. Remember, a lot of times with these workouts, it's mind over matter. Just being mentally strong, doing this many reps is hard. Just focus on the end goal. Okay, sometimes in these workouts, I talked about this a little bit on Monday, sometimes it helps to repeat what you're working for, you know, talking about how you want to become stronger, you want to have more energy, you want to be able to keep up with your kids. Whatever your why is, to remember that during these maybe longer or tougher workouts can really keep you focused. Whew, I'm almost there. Just have about 5 on each side before I move back into high knees.
And I'll tell you guys a funny story. Maybe it'll help keep your mind off how hard this workout is. When I was running track, I used to also
Another track story.
write my
I love them.
write my pace on my arm with a pen, and so one time it started raining during the race, and so I would have each mile split written on my arm, and then all of it started running off. So I thought, okay, I'll learn my lesson. I'll do it in permanent marker next time. And that was really dumb. I couldn't get it off. And I had a test the next day, and my teacher thought I had been cheating. And I was like, no, I just wrote my splits on my arm. I'm not cheating.
I love that.
Yeah.
She's looking at your arm to make sure it's not some type of code.
I was like, no, it's really just time.
Really make sure that you're getting those knees up, you guys. and going at as fast a pace as you can. During this portion, you should really feel that heart rate elevated, which is going to help us burn more calories throughout the rest of your workout. Remember, this is you versus you. Focus on your own pace and consistency.
Okay, 30 push-ups are gonna be hard, especially if you're doing red. I know if I was red, this is probably would be the slowest part for me.
I'm gonna be doing these backwards, you guys. I feel like you just could see my arm movements better. Doing the single arm chest flies. As you can see, I'm bringing one of my arms straight out to the side, coming straight back up. I'm gonna be breaking them up into sets of 5. Nice job. Remember, every rep counts. If you're really using a heavy enough weight, by the time you're done with these reps, it should be really difficult. Okay, you want to make sure you really challenge yourself, not just flew through the workout. You're not going to see progress if you don't challenge yourself from time to time. It's when we press our body past the limits that we really break down that muscle so it can rebuild stronger.
Make sure on these push-ups that you're bringing your chest completely to the ground. If your chest isn't touching the ground, it doesn't count as a rep. You gotta do it again.
Good job, you guys.
You done? Good job.
So this one time,
almost 10 minutes.
this one time at track practice. Just kidding.
Are you making fun of me?
No.
Why don't you tell a football story?
You got stories for days.
Yeah.
I do have stories.
I think this is the first time she's shared 2 in a workout.
Lynn
good,
is really good at stats, and I get stats mixed up in my head.
And Natalie's good at stories, and
Yeah.
Drew's really good at flexing.
I'm just
So
good
we
at,
all contribute to this relationship in a positive way.
I'm just good at finishing the workout and getting it done.
I don't know if you guys know this, Drew played
So I can
football in
eat.
college. What position did you play?
Football. This football. No one really knows positions.
Middle
Unless they
linebacker.
played
He was middle
football.
linebacker.
Linebacker, aka the quarterback of the defense. I don't score touchdowns or home runs or anything like that.
All right, you guys, nice job. Good job.
If you're already done, if you beat my time, feel free to put it up on, or put it in the comments below. Let us know what level you did, if you did red, yellow, or green. We love seeing you guys' times on these type of workouts. And if you're done, if you already beat me, feel free to fast forward to the cool down section of the video so you can get right into the cool down, watch the recipe and motivation video,
Good job,
then go eat
guys.
some food.
Now you guys,
Finishing
don't
just
get
about.
discouraged if you're not even close to being complete. As you
Yeah.
see, I'm barely starting my push-ups, and you might even be a little further behind me. This is you versus you. We're all at our own pace. All right, if you finished a course, you can fast forward to the cool down. But if you're still going, go strong, all right? Crank up that music, count out your reps. Remember why you're here and why you're doing this. And honestly, you guys, this should be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
it
a hard
tough.
workout.
It was tough. Good job, you guys.
Good job, you guys. I'm proud of you. Remember, you hear us talk about this a lot at Dollar Workout Club, but one thing that we try to teach you guys is that, you know, we may not be like the craziest, most extreme program out there, but that's because we want to teach you something that's maintainable and sustainable long term. And part of that is teaching and developing integrity to yourself. So that means that when you start something, you're going to finish it. And part of being able to start something and finish it consistently is having programs like ours that are realistic, that are maintainable. That's not a really crazy, extreme 12-week program that you burn out and, you know, gain all the weight right back. This is something that you can do forever, and we hope that you guys do.
Yeah, you guys could easily go subscribe to, Beachbody or Daily Burn, these other programs that are out there, right? We're fine with those, but we give you all of that plus more for a lot cheaper, right? $1 a week. You're gonna pay 10 to 15 bucks a month for these other programs,
Yep.
which work for some people. Don't get us wrong, but we try to offer, high quality content for a very affordable price that anybody could do at any fitness level. And
Yep.
we offer, workouts, motivation, recipes.
We have
it's a
what we like to call
three-pronged
the
approach.
trifecta.
Trifecta.
Workouts, recipes, and motivation,
Yeah.
right?
It's not just some cheap content. It's not just some
Yep.
easy workouts, right? This is the highest quality
done?
stuff you can do out there.
Done.
Good job.
As you guys can
job.
see, it kind of worked out. I took Natalie's ledge instead of pulling back in my chair because she was done anyway.
Perfect.
To do those final burpees. As you guys can see, I'm winded. So hopefully you guys really challenged yourself. picked up the pace, you really got the most benefit from this workout. We're gonna go ahead and start our cool down, but if you're not finished, have integrity to yourself to complete this. Push pause and then join us for the cool down.
Okay, so the first stretch we're gonna do is a quad stretch. So you're gonna bring that foot, bring it up behind you, pull that heel into your butt here as hard as you can while you keep this knee pointed down, straight down. And if you need something to balance, that's fine, like a chair or wall, or you can do it how Lynn's doing it. If you can't quite grab your leg, just put it up on a ledge or something, and then drive the hip forward.
Yep, resting it on like a couch or that chair that you use for the burpees can be a really good alternative if you're not able to grab the back of your foot quite yet.
Yep. You can even grab with 2 hands if you want more of a stretch. Really pull it into your butt here.
I need both hands to keep balance. For some reason, if I hold on to my ear, it really helps keep me balanced.
Yeah. For me, you can stare at a point on the ground. I remember that helps
that
too.
does help, huh?
Just stare at one point on the ground.
Good tip. I never knew that.
Or you can eat a pickle while you do it. Have you heard of that
Oh,
one? Just kidding.
whatever.
He's
Now we're just
making
getting
it
crazy here.
Drew does love pickles.
He's making it up.
Yes.
Every day
All
he
right.
drinks pickle juice out of the jar.
It's
That's
good for you.
true.
It's science. Look it up. Just kidding. All right, chest stretch. So what you're going to do is you put your hand up against the wall to where your arm is parallel to the ground. And you're going to twist your body into that wall so you feel a nice good stretch right here in your chest and your front shoulder muscle. But you got to make sure and twist that body. Keep that arm straight and parallel to the ground, not lower or higher, parallel to the ground. And twist, twist, twist. You should feel the tension right in here. If you don't feel it there, you're not twisting the right way. Twist the other side, like this. Twist
I'm
that
holding
body.
on to a handle.
Yeah.
That's why I'm able to do it in the middle.
And make sure that that your arm really is perpendicular to the ground. For some reason, I always have a natural tendency to go like this, and then I realize that's not working.
Parallel.
And then I pull my hand up, and then the stretch works much better.
Parallel to the ground.
Or yeah, sorry, parallel.
That's okay.
So
starts
tired,
With,
my-
starts with a P.
Told you I get my facts mixed up earlier.
All right.
Oh, coming down for our favorite back stretch.
So what you're gonna do is lay down on your back, put your arms in a cross position, okay? So straight out to the sides, bring one leg up, let it slowly fall to the opposite side of your body. As your body twists, make sure you keep this back shoulder right here on the ground as your leg gets closer and closer to the ground. Now, if you're not as flexible and your leg doesn't come all the way down to the ground, that's okay. Just let gravity slowly pull it down as you focus on keeping this back shoulder glued to the ground so you still get the benefits of the stretch. And you'll notice over time, if you keep doing this iron cross stretch, you'll get better and more flexible. It'll loosen up your lower back a lot. If you have a tight lower back, this is a great stretch to do throughout the day. You can have your kids help you out by pushing this leg down for you or pushing this shoulder down, you know, or your significant other.
My kids actually really do love helping me stretch.
Yep.
My oldest daughter, she thinks
Switch.
it's really funny when I've had her help me stretch my hamstring. She thinks it's hilarious. Mostly because I'm like, ow, 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 ow. You should really feel a nice stretch in your lower back, you guys, and doing that many Supermans, ooh, you should be feeling it. You might want to do this stretch later on today. It'll really help your back, especially if you are feeling some tenderness and soreness down in your lower back. Slowly
Good
get
job.
up, or you could stay sleeping on the ground like Drew. He might never get up. You guys are amazing. We love that you log in every day to work out with us.
I think we should make Drew do red every day this week. What do you think?
Yeah.
Sounds
I will
wonderful.
if Natalie
Yeah.
shares a track story every workout.
All right.
Okay, that's
done.
easy. Done.
Yeah, join us tomorrow when we do another amazing Deadly 100, and Drew will do red again. And you guys stick around for that recipe and motivation video, and we will see you back here tomorrow for another great workout. See you guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about a question today that came through from a Dollar Workout Club member that might be a little bit embarrassing to talk about, but she said, Natalie, I have a weird question, and that is about back knee when I'm working out. So this is, you know what, surprisingly, this is a question that we get asked a lot and that a lot of people struggle with, is that when they're sweating, that it tends to make their skin break out a lot more. So what I always suggest, there's a lot of different things that you can try. One is making sure that you shower as soon as you're done with your workout, or if you can't get a full shower in, just taking a wet washcloth and wiping off those areas that tend to break out. Two, when you're in the shower, make sure that you're exfoliating that area really good. So you want to get like a loofah, or they even sell sometimes these bristles with little pads with bristles on them, and then you just exfoliate that skin really, really well. And what it's doing is it's helping to shed the dead skin off. And then you can also get little things, they're like alcohol-based stringents that help with ingrown hairs too, because sometimes what a lot of people have a problem with is that the material from their shirt rubs against their skin and causes them to get ingrown hairs. So you get that alcohol-based stringent and just put it on a cotton ball and rub it against the area, and that will help too. So those are kind of the best tips and tricks that we've dealt with it. I was inside talking to Lynn and Drew about this, and we all kind of had a conversation, and those are the tips that seem to work for other people. The biggest thing, I think, is trying to get that sweat off your skin as quickly as possible. So I hope that helps. If anybody else has any particular tips, or if they've dealt with this in the past, leave it in the comments below. Let's help each other out here.
Hey guys, we just want to take a second to let you know how much we appreciate you. Dollar Workout Club wouldn't be a club without each of you guys, and you mean so much to us.
Yeah, and we want you guys to leave your comments. There's a section below where you can talk about if you've tried the recipe, or how you thought of the workout, or how you did in the workout, or questions about the motivational tips. If you have comments or questions, please leave them below.
Yeah, and don't forget to invite your friends, you guys, to join us here at Dollar Workout Club. And don't forget to follow us on social media using these handles below.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.